We are in the final stages of our roulette tournament. There's only two strategies left. This one is by Rio Azura and it's called Oscar's Ride. Now, you're going to have to be familiar with how the Oscar's Grind works. I will explain for anybody that's not familiar with that concept. So it's an adaptation of that, quite an aggressive adaptation. Just a quick one before we get started with the Oscar's Ride. Like I said, we've only got two strategies left. And I just want to say a massive thank you to the community for all of their roulette strategies. And also, that goes with an apology that I can't feature everybody's roulette strategy. I had over 100 and I can only feature 37. I could technically go on forever and ever with all the strategies, but we want to find a winner. And there's no reason why later on we won't do another roulette tournament because they seem reasonably popular. So we're going to do the Oscars ride. Now, before we get started, let me try and explain how this works because I don't want to explain too much as we go along. So, the original Oscars grind, you would win $10 or you could do $5, but just for simplicity, you'd win $10. Eventually, when you hit $10, you reset. Then you win another $10, then you reset. This Oscars ride is going for a $20 profit and then resetting. Okay, I'm going to get the bet on. We've just missed two good numbers. So let me get the bet on first, and I'll explain how it goes as we play along. So it's a $34 bet, and it looks like this. We got $3 on 8-11, we've got $9 on 13 to 18, and we've got $22 on 19 to 36. So we have all the numbers. We have 26 numbers covered from 13 to 36, and obviously that 8 and 11. So we are big favourites to win every single spin. And you'll notice that each number, well, not each number, but there's numbers that have different payouts. That's one of our best payouts. So we've hit that $20 target and we're going to reset. And when I say reset, just go back down to base bet. So the next target, we want to see this number, say $40, and then we'll reset. And we'll be following the Oscars grind. Now, the payouts that we have from 19 to 36, so this bet here is going to give us a $10 profit. And then our 8, 11, 13, and 18 are going to give us $20 profit. So that 8, 11, and 13 to 18 pay twice as much as the other winners. So they can come in handy. Hopefully they come in handy later on. As I mentioned, we just missed some good winners. I think we won that 16, didn't we? But look, if I'd jumped in earlier, 16 was a good win, 8 is a good win, 14 is a good win. So we just hit a nice little section there of our biggest wins. And I only managed to catch one of them. Anyway, the Oscars ride. So if you're familiar with the Oscars grind, you don't increase your bet after a loser. You increase your bet after a winner if you need to. We have now hit our $40 target. So I'm just going to repeat that bet. Now, what normally happens with the Oscars grind that makes it so powerful, which is one of my favorite strategies, is when you get close to your session profit, when you get close to your target, you can reduce your bets. So, for example, if you're playing an even chance bet and you only needed to win $30, but you were on a $50 bet, you could reduce that down to a $30 bet. You don't want to, there's no need to have a $50 bet on the table if you only need to win $30. Now, this is a bit different. We've just hit a loser, by the way, because we have two different outcomes. We can win $20 or we can win $10. Just going to repeat that bet. Remember, no increase on a loser. So what Rio Azuro has told me is calculate it with the lowest win. So for example, if I need to win another $30, my bet only needs to be the amount that it would be to win $30 on these numbers. So it could happen where I've got quite a lot on the table. Oh, eight's good. Don't forget, I need to increase my bet. Or do I? Yeah, so that needs to go to 60. And we're not going to get there yet. So we're going to repeat that bet and add a unit. So I've increased my bet because now these numbers, 19 to 36, will pay $20 profit. If I make $20 profit, I will be at 56. Okay? And then I can reduce my bet. I'm finding it quite hard to explain how this can work within the Oscars grind. You're going to see. I hope you see now. So this is going to go to 46. I'm going to repeat that bet. My phone's going as well. That doesn't help. Trying to explain a reasonably complicated strategy and my phone's going. And it's also made it difficult because it's got that $6. So if I win this, it's going to be $66 profit. And I only need to make $60 profit. So you could make the argument I could have reduced my bet there. We're going in $20 milestones. I've got a terrible feeling that I've lost a lot of people already. I'll explain it far better. Oh, I should have reduced my bet. If you are confused, stay with me. It will make sense eventually. So Oscar's grind rules. Do not increase your bet after a loser. If we win this, then we're going to increase our bet. And what's a bit scary is we're on a $68 bet. Each base bet is $34. So these could get pretty big. Hopefully we hit some of those like big jackpot numbers. Any winner will do. That's a $20 profit. So, as per the Oscars grind, repeat and add a unit. So, I need this number to get to $60. Remember, our session high was 40 and we need to get to 60 before we reset. Now, this current bet, so we're on level 3, these will pay $30. So if it wins, I won't need to increase my bet because if I win again, 30 plus 30 is the $60 target. If it wins, which it has not. Oh no. Right, our bets are going to get pretty big. Because we are going to need to increase our bets quite a lot until we get back to that $60 profit target. We're going to need to win probably 4 in a row here. So I've not increased it yet. It's on a $102 bet. The next win is getting increased by $34. We need to hit some of those big numbers. 20 is just a regular win. So as per the Oscars grind, on a winner, increase the bet. We are miles behind. So there's going to be a lot of increases here, which is nerve-wracking. 74. We're on level 4, I think. So even the small wins will win $40. You're gonna need to win at least 3 in a row, I think. Okay, that's a good win. We're in the profit. So I need to increase this again by 1 unit. So the reason why I've done this is you got to stop and think about this. And apologies for those guys that like much simpler strategies. I am on level 5 of this, okay? 34 times 5 is 170. Those small wins pay $50 profit. If I hit that $50 profit, then I will have got to where I wanted to be, which I have. Got to $56, which is basically $60 profit, and I'm going to reset. So I'm going to reset that. If I was already on level 5, I don't need to increase my bet because that $50 going to $60 would have taken me over my profit target, and I don't need to do it. So that's the magic source of the Oscars grind. Bankroll management. don't bet more than you need to. Reduce it when you can, which I love. You guys know me, I'm a bit of a safety player. That didn't feel that safe. It did its job.
Win number 31, it's a black high note number. First column 3000 and offline section congratulations to
Okay,
all
we're on
of the winners.
66.
One was second time in a row.
And we repeat our
All
bet.
of the winners. Bet in time.
So now I want this number to get to... Well, what do I want it to get to? Do I want it to get to 76? You think I'm just going to like ignore that $4 difference? He has said in milestones of 20, but I'll always, because it's $10 profit or $20 profit, it's always going to be like a weird number.
Win number now 21, it's a red high note
Okay,
number.
so that's
Third
$76
column
that
3000.
we've just won.
Bet in time, please.
We are saying that is an $80 milestone reached. So the next one is 96. This will obviously change when we hit a loser. Then it'll go into, our balance will be like, what will it be? 76 minus 34. So we'll be on 42. And then we'll do it the other way around. It's a playful one. That recovery was good.
And win number now 32 is red even and high number. Second column 3000 and down 0 section congratulations to all of the winners.
If any of you are scratching your head going, this doesn't make sense, Greg, I can completely understand why this might not make sense. But go and watch a couple of my videos on the Oscars grind. I've got a good dice one. I know a lot of you guys don't like, and I don't mean preps, I mean the original games dice. I think that explains the Oscars grind the best that I've ever explained it. Well, I do have an animation video explaining the Oscars grind. To take the concept and flip it to 26 numbers and to flip it where you have different payouts
And win number
has
32
made
is
this
red even
one
and high number.
a bit of a head
3000
scratcher.
and it's offline set hot. Congratulations. Compliments to player
I
of the
think
month.
Rio Azuro is quite lucky because I said
Now we have 20
two complicated
high and
strategies
red numbers in a
I'm,
row.
I'm, I'm going to ignore. But fortunately for Rio, I like the Oscars grind and I understand it.
Good luck. And for the next
So
card, 24 is red
when he
even
was
and high
writing the
number. Second
instructions
column
and I
3000
read through him a couple of times, I was like, yeah, I understand what you're trying to achieve here. When he says reset with the Oscars grind rules, I know exactly what he means.
Winning number is 32. It's red even and high number. Its second column 3000
We're
and
just collecting little $10 wins. So
congratulations.
we are ignoring that $4
And
difference.
bet in time. Welcome to
We're on
Pizza.
106. We're trying to get to 116. And then if we need to, reset. Currently, we're just collecting some small wins, aren't we? Let's go to these numbers. When was the last loser that we had?
Good luck.
Here. Winner.
And last but not least,
Nice
winning number
winner, winner,
76 is
winner, winner.
21 and
You're in those
3000.
30s.
All numbers in a row.
If you're playing the third dozen, you are laughing.
And winning number is
Okay, that's
77.
one of
It's
our
red
biggest
even and
ones.
low number. Second column, second dozen, and it's offline section.
So we're going to repeat
Congratulations.
that bet.
Compliments to all of the winners and
And our
bet in time.
target, again, $20 milestones minus that $4. It's kind of irritating me a little bit. Next one is 136, which is essentially that $140 milestone.
Good luck.
So this is what can happen, which is quite nice, is you can hit that milestone straight away. Hit a big number, that's $20 profit, straight away, job done. Quite like my bets only being $34, $170 bet at one point.
Win number 35. It's a black high note number.
Okay,
Second
that's
column
job
1,000.
done.
Exhibit
We
30,000.
reset, but
And it's
obviously
zeros
we
below
don't need to
zero.
reset because we're at base level
Zero
anyway.
to 5 of 6. Last space. Bet in time.
That section of the wheel has quite a lot of losers. So where do we just land there? 35. Next door 12 loser. Next door 3 loser. Just down the road 7 is a loser.
No more bets. Good luck.
So we do have 11 losers, don't we? If we've got 26 numbers covered, we've got 11 not covered.
Win number
29. It's in that
29. It's a
area
black
again,
high note
but we
number.
got a winner.
Second
Just repeat the bet. So we're going for 156 here. It's plain sailing now, but I do like how this did get out of trouble. We hit a loser, we won, we increased our bet, then we hit a loser. So what was that? Yeah, that was a $102 loss. And then we got out of it. Fortunately, we hit a big win on a big bet. So it only took us 3 wins to get out of that hole, which is pretty good. Right, we've hit a loser. So remember, our target is 160. So we're going to try and get close to 160. Repeat the bet on a loser. Just repeat the bet. If we win this, then we'll increase if we need to. So target is 160. So we might get to 162 here. If we get there, of course. Oh no, 2 losers in a row. Fortunately for the Oscars grind, we do not increase after a loser. So we only lost $34 there. I don't want to find out, but it would be interesting to know how this would perform after losing like 3 or 4 in a row. Obviously, your base bet, if you lose 3 in a row, you're still going to be on $34 bets. But as you climb up the recovery, every win, you need to increase your bet. Okay, so we won that, and we're going to do our increase as per the rules of the Oscars grind. Repeat, increase on a winner. So we need another $80 to get back to our 160 target. Because these numbers are sometimes 8, like I'm talking about the last unit, it's 8, 6, 4 or 2, isn't it? Because of how much we're losing. I'm going to have to just decide if we're close enough. Okay, 19 works. As per the Oscars grind, increase on a win. So we are on level 3. Okay, pay attention to this. We are on level 3. If we hit a low winner, we are going to go up to $138. Then I can reduce my bet so that we only win $20 so we can get to 158 and hit that target I would love to just hit a small winner here so I can explain my thought process. Right, it's let me do that. So we are on 138. I only need to win $20 to hit that 158 or 160. So I'm just going to do this twice. Because if we hit these numbers, our lowest wins, we've hit our target profit and we can reset. Now, if we get lucky and hit 8, 11, 13, 18, then we've just jumped ahead and it's great. We've just won extra money. But this is what you need to do when you play the Oscars grind. You need to reduce when you can. Oh, we did get lucky. So there you go. We're at that $180 now. We've hit our milestone and we're going to reset. So now that's basically our 180 milestone. We are going to try and hit a $200 milestone. I do like the Oscars grind. So when I see something that incorporates the Oscars grind betting strategy, I love it, especially if it's thought out well, which I think Rio has done. The only problem that I have with the Oscars grind is trying to explain it. Now, I'm fortunate where a lot of you guys do understand it, and I have to apologise to you guys that get it straight away. But we do have new viewers of the channel all of the time. So if someone's brand new to Roulette and has no idea what the Oscars grind is, I'd rather explain it 4, 5, 6 times than just let them watch the video going, like, what are you talking about, Greg? And this is supposed to be an educational channel.
House win numbers are 26, 15, 29, 19, and 20.
So one more, we hit that $200 milestone. I know we're $2 short, but doesn't really matter.
And for this game, winning number
Okay,
28,
got it.
black even and high number, and its first column and third dozen.
So next one is 220. Or in our case, if we don't hit a loser, it's going to be 218. So what we at? We're at 28 spins so far. Got 9 left. We've been on the lucky side. So in our 37 spin session, probability wise, we should win 26, lose 11. We've got 11 losers, 26 winners. Looks like we are we're well ahead of that in terms of win schedule so far. There's a loser.
Black even and low number. Third column, first dozen offline section. Black was 5 of
We
6.
repeat. But the great thing is with the Oscars grind, when you lose, you just repeat the bet.
We have only 1 red number and 9 black
You get absolutely obliterated with the Oscars grind if you win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Because what you're doing is you're increasing your bet on a winner, then you're losing it. Then you're increasing your bet the next winner, then you're losing it.
winning number 16, red
Okay, what are we doing here? Are we increasing? So we're on 198.
First column, second dozen tier
Yeah, so we repeat this and increase. So I forgot our next target is 220. If we win this, we'll be at 204. Zooming here. We're at 184. If we hit our lowest winner, we will be at 204. If we hit a big winner, we'll actually hit that 200 mark straight away. No, that's not the time to hit a loser. That is not the time to hit a loser. Okay, repeat the bet. Not increasing on a loser. But we know we're going to have to increase the next winner for sure. It's those bets with the Oscars grind that double hurt. Not only have you just lost money, not only did we just lose $68, but we know that our bets are going to start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Whereas if we'd have won that, we'd say, right, great, we're almost at that reset, no need to increase.
Winning number 23 is red, high and odd number. And
So that was a $30 win. Repeat. Add a unit. We're at level 4. Level 4 is $40 wins. Minimum $40 wins. Excuse me. $32 spins in. This still has a chance, you know. $242 is the top 8 prize, or the top 8 score. Okay. Right in between 8 and 11, which are some of our best ones. I think we're going to have to increase this again, guys. As per the Oscars grind. Repeat. Add a unit on a winner. So we are on level 5. Are we? No, we're on level 4. Did I say we were on level 4 last time? We're on level 4 now. I know that just because the original bet is 3, and obviously 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we're on level 4 now. I think I might have confused myself. How much does this pay? $136. Returns 176. $40 so we were on level 4. Right, I remember I only need to get to 220. So oh no. So there's the decision I've just made. Okay.
That's close. Good luck.
I could have either gone for 226 or 216. I've gone for 216. If we hit a low winner here, it's 216,
Win number 35. It's a black high note number. And
which is
here is
basically our
how
220. I'm
positive and
disregarding that
negative
$4.
indications.
Right, repeat the bet.
Buttons and please place the bets.
It's going to be an interesting finish. So the reason why I did that is 116
That's close. Good
is
luck.
closer to 120 than 126
And
is.
last game of the day.
126 is $6 too high. 116 is $4 too short. But I'm just thinking now that might knock it out of the top eight.
Win number is 29. It's a black high note number. Second column and third button.
226.
Listen to zero and hold number. Congratulations
Last
to all of
spin.
the winners in dozen time. All of
Oh
them.
my goodness. I did affect it with the decision that I made. Right.
That's close.
This needs. It's incredible how often this happens with the last spin. This needs a big win to get into the top eight. If it's just a small win, this is going to miss out by $6. It hits it, but 14's right next door. 236. Ah, I feel bad for that, for deciding to go for 116 rather than 126. Anyway, hindsight is whatever they call it. That's our 37 spins. The Oscars grind style again shows you the recovery there. We got lucky for sure. 30 wins. We should only have 26. Finished on 236. Good score. Not good enough to get into the top eight. Rio, thank you very much for that, guys. The next one is our last roulette strategy to be entered into our tournament. Let me know what you think of that one. I can appreciate that can be a bit complicated for some people. Let me know if you think I explained it properly. If you want to explain it yourself in the description or in the comment section, please do. We are very close to going into profit for the entire roulette tournament. We got off to a terrible start. Make sure you tune in to see how this roulette tournament finishes. And thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video.